Ranking every MCU movie after Endgame. At 14 is Thor Love and Thunder. The expectations were so high that this movie fell super hard. At 13 is Eternals. Would have been better as a TV series to give time for each character. At 12 is Ant-Man Quantumania. The Ant-Man films should have stayed low stakes instead of big multiversal threats. At 11 is The Marvels. They needed a more memorable villain. 10 is Wakanda Forever. Namor is my favorite part about this movie. 9 is Black Widow. It could have been better, but I like it more than most people. Yelena and Alexei carried the movie. At number 8 is Captain America: The Brave New World. It wasn't a bad movie, but also not amazing. It met my expectations. At 7 is Multiverse of Madness. They could have done a lot more crazier stuff with the multiverse than what they ended up doing. At 6 is Far From Home. It was a good way to wrap up the events after Endgame. At 5 is No Way Home. I love seeing my childhood characters return, but I think the nostalgia blinds most people from the lackluster plotline. I still love watching it though. At number 4 is Deadpool and Wolverine. Same as No Way Home, not the best plot, but is shining with cameos and comedy, which is something I expect out of Deadpool movies. At 3 is Shang-Chi, one of the best origin movies, and I love all the fighting scenes. At number 2 is The Thunderbolts. Now this felt like a classic MCU team-up movie. Lastly, at number 1 is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. This was just absolutely beautiful. It delivers everything I want out of an MCU movie.